Hey y'all. Sorry y'all, like I'm looking a little dusty right now because I literally just got up, got my kids ready for school, and what else happened? Yeah. So I didn't put no makeup on. I didn't prepare myself and all that stuff. So here I am. Oh, so I'm a little limp. So I wanted to come on here and say something real quick. For my people who feel like they're lonely in life, for my people that feel like they don't have no one, for my people who recently had people in their corner, who recently had people, having their back, but you knew that you wanted something bigger in life for yourself. You wanted to be something better than what your circle, was. You know that you have these talents and gifts that you want to display, but the people around you, have insecurity, jealousy, they're stuck in the lack mindset, poverty, so be it, right? What you once was, but you want to get out of this. Okay? So it's the spiritual awakening happens, and it takes you, disassociating from these people, or loving them from afar, or disconnecting yourself from these people, because you know that they're going to hold you back. You know that if you tell these people what you're trying to accomplish, or what you're going for, or what is happening in your life, either that A, they're going to get jealous, or they're going to go against you, or B, they'll still be in your life, but they're constantly here or there, meaning that one minute they're saying, oh, okay, good, cheering you on, praising you on. But then deep down inside, they still have this shadow that they're still probably trying to work on, or trying to overcome, or maybe you're basically being this influence to them, but they're still working on their shadow, meaning that they have this ego that's causing them to constantly be remembering, or bringing up the insecurity, or bringing up the jealousy. So sometimes they're saying that, for instance, I have someone in my life tell me, how are you? Like, I was going through a hard time or whatever like that. And it was like, well, it's going to be impossible to save, because you need your money for every little thing, or whatever you got going on. So it's kind of hard to save. But then I was like, okay, I carried that on, and I use it as an excuse, for one, to buy more stuff. I'm like, oh, I can't save, so let me go buy some food, or let me go buy this thing that I want online, or I can't save, or number two, or I can't save. There's no way I can save, because I need to use my money for A, B, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, right? So I can't save. I can't save. So I had that restriction on putting money away. To let y'all know, it don't matter how small you're putting money away. If you have your account, if you're working, you have your account set up to draft a certain amount every week, or every day, or every 2 weeks, or however much you get paid, or whenever you get paid, that money's gonna add up. Y'all know when y'all buy DoorDash, or when y'all buy food every day for $5 to $30 to $40, y'all see how much y'all spent in a month. And that's probably like up to like almost $300 if you however much you spending, or little as $100, right? So you could have saved that by letting $5 draft out. So I was like, okay, I'm like, why you could put a little bit away. But what was haunting me was this person that I relied on, to get encouragement from, to get praise from, to get cheer from. Their words haunted me, because when you value someone so much, You let their words play in your mind, in your subconscious, whether if it's positive or negative. And it can either push you forward or hold you back. And what was holding me back was this person's words. I valued this person so much. I look up to this person. I crave this person's, love and all this stuff like that. And I went to this person for encouragement and reassurance and things like that, because they're way older than me and they love me and I love them. But I had to sit back and be like, no, this is not, I can't use this as an excuse. I can't use this as a way of living. I can't, because what's happening is I'm listening to these, these audio books. I'm listening to all these things that talk about finances and stuff like that. And when you listening to the books, the self-help books or whatever, however you listen to it, reading it, if you're watching the podcast, if you're watching a YouTube, and that healing moment sparks, what's going to happen is when that healing moment sparks, or when whatever that person had wrote or said, it hits you and you healed at that moment, or you transform into a different light, what's going to happen is in that moment, that subconscious injury or whatever that is, that subconscious thing is going to come back up to the forefront. And it's energetically facing you. And it's like, wait a minute. Where did this come from? Why can't I save? Why can't I just put $20 aside each week, and let that build up? Why can't I do that? Why am I not doing that? Hello? Because you had somebody who you valued, who you cherished, who you looked up to, who you went to for love or whatever like that. You let them words haunt you and feed the addiction, because not saving money can be an addiction too, because you probably using your money. You're using your money to shop, to buy food, because maybe you're going through a stressful time. So you're buying the food. So you are shopping, emotional spending. And that's the reason why you can't save. So you're feeding. You see where I'm going with this? The person you cherish and love said it's impossible for you to save money because you're going through stuff. So you need your money for all A, B, and C, and D. Okay? You have this, you're going through stuff. You're stressing out. So I can't save. I need to buy this purse, or I need to buy this food because I'm having a bad day. You buy it. Okay? Now you sitting there, now you feeling upset because now you know you don't got no more money. Now you don't got the money to spare to do this, do that, and A, B, and C, and D, to do what you really wanted to do. Maybe to take that vacation or something like that because you want to see the world and you want to travel, but you don't got the money to do it. So it's a cycle that you're going through. And now this is where we come back to the healing moment, the transforming yourself. Because when we want better for our life, and we're literally like seeking out for it, whether it be the audiobooks, the podcast, the financial literacy, whatever it is, it triggers the subconscious setbacks or the subconscious things that's causing us to be held back. And it brings it up to the forefront, right? So now you're healing these things that when you're trying to be better, when you're listening to all these things and all this stuff like that, when you're trying to be better, you're going to be triggered. It's going to get uncomfortable. And you're going to have to sit here and say, okay, Mama Jane, or whoever you looking up to, or whoever, cousin, sister, brother, auntie, friend, if you want to continue to have these people around, right? If you love these people dearly, you want to continue to have these people around. Back to what I was saying in the beginning. This is what I was going down to, or coming around to. If you want to have these people in your life, make sure you're rooted in your own beliefs. You're rooted and you're staying firm of what you're trying to do in your life. You're rooted in the growth. You're rooted in the transformation on what you're rooted in being the star that you're dreaming of. You're rooted in your dreams. And nobody can shake you. No one can put hauntings in your subconscious. No one can hold you back. If you do, tell this person, I got this going on, or I'm doing this. Ooh, I got this offer, blah, 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 blah. And if their insecurity does come up and they say, well, how you going to do that? Well, how you gonna get there? How you know you scared of planes? How you gonna take that offer all the way in California? You know you scared of planes. That's good. I don't know about that. I don't know I could do that. Blah 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 blah. And then you sit there and when you rooted in what you're trying to do in your life, and when you rooted on the choice that you already made, they can't shake you. They can't put ghosts in your world. They can't cause these hauntings in your world. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just there. You'll realize, like, they just hating. La 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 la. I'm going on this plane. I'm taking this offer, and now I'm a star. So you get what I'm saying, right? And then you full-fledged in taking that leap and taking that risk. What's going to happen? You love that person dearly, right? What's going to happen? They see that you got on that plane. You faced your fear. You went to that job. Now you're a star. Now you're causing them to face their fears, to face their jealousy, their ego, their shadows, whatever they got going on, to heal. You'll start to see it because you're standing in your truth. You're standing in your authenticity. You're making it. Okay? So what I'm saying here today, you don't got to cut everybody off, especially if they're family members, especially if you love that person dearly. Yeah, you could love them from afar, but y'all know y'all are this close, but they just got to catch up. You get what I'm saying? But don't allow them to create ghosts in your life, ghosts in your mind. Don't allow them to haunt your space. Right? Stand firm and stand rooted on what you're trying to do in your life, whether it be as little as saving. Okay? And continue to move forward. Continue to grow. Continue to do this. Continue to do that. Even if you are coming to them for validation, or even if you are coming to them, to get some words of encouragement, and they kind of like turn into a negative talk. At the end of the day, you done your work, you done your healings and all that stuff like that. They can't shake you. It's either your energetic body will tell you to, okay, have some time out for yourself, away from them for a little bit, or don't talk about what you're trying to do right now. Wait until it happened and then talk about it. Because when you already let it happen, you already took that risk, and then you go to them and tell them, they can't cause you to be set back because you already let it happen. Okay? So I hope this makes sense, y'all. So yeah, like I said, you don't gotta cut everybody off, especially if they're close, y'all best friends, close friends, blah 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 blah. But what I'm saying again, just make sure you're rooted and stand firm in what you're trying to do in life, so no one, even a close relative that you love dearly, can shake you. Okay?